Hi everybody, I'm Rachel from the Preschool Development Centre, formerly 15-minute lesson planner, and I'm here today to give you some demonstrations about the lessons that I give for week 1, All About Me. So you can click the link in the bio to get those free lesson plans if you haven't already. Just at the very bottom of the blog, there's a little download button, download them and print them out. And the hope is that you print those lessons and use them to build up your professional portfolio. If you're sitting there thinking, Rachel, what are you talking about my professional portfolio for? Well, I really believe that every early years educator needs to have a portfolio behind them to back them up. We know how much respect that we get. That's not enough. We know how much respect we deserve. And so I think that we need to go out there with our best foot forward. We need to show everybody that we are professionals. We need to be able to show our work. We can't go into classrooms and pick things up off the top of our heads. That's just not good enough for the children in our care. We need to go in there and have everything written down in a folder so that anyone can walk into our room, see what we're doing and where we're going. And also, if you're not in your room for any reason, especially during these times, if someone else takes over, they should be able to walk into your room and pick up exactly where you left off to make the smoothest transition for your children. So I'm going to give you some demonstrations to show you exactly what I'm talking about and what I'm looking for when I make these lessons. You're going to have to excuse the state of my office. We are in the midst of moving and having 2 babies and a pandemic at the moment, so things aren't looking their best, but it's fine. We still have to give 100%, and so I'm going to give you these vlogs every week so you can see exactly what you need to do. I have used these lessons over and over again over the last 12 or 13 years, and I know that they're wonderful. I really believe that the children need to be in charge of their own learning, but that we need to facilitate that learning in the best way possible. So I'll show you how I present things, what I'm expecting from the children, and ways we can differentiate that as well. If you are impatient and want everything all in one place, please visit the shop on the Preschool Development Centre website. You can get 380 lesson plans all in one place. You can get a universal version which doesn't have aistear, and we have the Irish version which is linked to aistear, that people in Ireland can get a hard copy as well if they prefer. If you're still with me, thank you so much. This was an extremely long intro and I didn't mean it to be. Please hit subscribe. I think that a lot of the information that I give in our courses on the website, I really want to give that to everybody, and as soon as I get enough subscribers to get this channel monetized, I'm going to start giving more of that information away for free, because I believe that everyone should have this kind of portfolio behind them. And so hit subscribe and help me along. Thank you so much in advance. Okay guys, so first up we're going to do a self-portrait. Normally I would present this on the shelf, on the tray, with some paint and a paintbrush, the mirror and the paper all set up. So I'm expecting the children to do this individually. Now we can do it as a group, and that would require giving everyone a mirror or a chance to look in the mirror, and then we would obviously have shared paint and paintbrush. But I think that when you take the time to get to know the children this week, it's important to take a moment to sit down with them and look in the mirror with them and see what they see and help them create what they see, and then they'll be able to see themselves in the classroom after that. Obviously, the setup is much the same for the Where I Live lesson. So this lesson is about talking to the children in a group, maybe in circle time, about where they live, what it looks like, and then you'll expect the children to create that art. You could add pictures of different houses to this tray, but I think that might unduly influence the children. It is an option though. Okay, so we all know that it's important that the children start to see themselves in the room. So in this activity, we have a cardboard cutout of a frame. So I would just have a heap of these ready, and then I just have some pasta and some glue. So we're literally just going to dip the glue in the pasta and stick it all around the frames. So I'm looking to gauge their pincer grip. I'm looking to gauge their pencil grip. I'm looking to see if they comprehend the instructions that I give them. And I'm looking to see, what kind of pattern they go around in this. Like, are they meticulous, or, do they understand pattern? How far along they are in that. And also after this, we can paint it and glitter it. So will the child stick with the activity long enough? Do they understand where we're going? That's the kind of thing we're looking at here. But most importantly, we're looking for the fine motor movements. So in this one, our main curriculum area is the fine motor movement. But you can also stick it down as art, you can stick it down as anything. You know, they all touch off different areas. We're just looking for the one that we're focused on. And right now we need to get to know the children, figure out where their fine motor and gross motor movements are. So that's what we're going to focus on here. Okay, so next up we have the how old am I lesson. So we're looking to gauge if the children understand numbers and quantity, if they recognize numbers, how they feel about touching different materials. So I have stones, but you can use, you know, little balls, shells, you can use anything that you want for this. So I'm looking to see if the child recognizes how old they are. So let's just say our child today is 2. And then I'm going to get them to count out 2 rocks or see if they can do that. So we're going to count out 1, 2. So I had to pick a card and I also had to pick up a stone. So they are our fine motor movements. However, what we're focusing on in this one, our curriculum area, is math. So we're looking to find out if they understand the quantity and then if they recognise the number. So we can make a mental note of that and then we can prepare our emergent curriculum to suit what we want the children to learn. Now I know these all look really easy, guys, and the thing is that they are really easy. They're supposed to be easy. It's the thought behind them that we're interested in. The next lesson we have today is a mirror drama. So we are going to pass around our mirror in circle time. And then we are going to ask the children to make a face, either of their own accord or copy me. You can kind of gauge your own kids and see how they're getting on with that. So normally I will make a happy face, I will make a sad face, and the children will copy me. Then we'll look in the mirror one by one and get the children to make an angry face or a frustrated face or an excited face. And we'll go around like that. This is also really effective if you have children who are having difficulty settling in or having difficulty naming their emotions, or maybe they're having a bit of frustration. Then I would do this activity as a one-on-one and we would sit beside each other and do the exact same thing, but just us. I just want to add on that, you know, the classroom should be really basic. We should be starting off with really basic materials on the shelves, really basic art supplies. We need to build everything up. The children need to make this classroom their own for the next year. And so we need to listen to them and put things on the walls that, you know, represent them and who they are and what they mean, so that it makes them easier to come into the classroom, because we all know we're going to have an okay first few days and then it's going to get a bit tricky, and then about 2 weeks later a lot of children are going to kind of regress and realize, oh my goodness, I have to come here all the time. So we really want to make this place feel like a home away from home. We want the children to be able to see themselves. Everything that they create should be celebrated. It should be hung on the wall. Their name should be everywhere. Their photographs should be taken and displayed. Their family should be appreciated. All of this stuff happens this month, and it really helps to make for a really, really smooth transition into the preschool year. Okay guys, I really hope that you like those demonstrations. I know that it's me doing it and not a child, but I think that it's important to know why we do these lessons and what I'm looking for when I'm doing them. So I really hope that you got something from it, and I will be back next week with the demonstration video for my family. If you want to get ahead of yourself, you can click through the blog and download all of the week's lessons, or you can do it week by week, whatever suits you. But I will be back next Sunday with a video. See you next week, everyone. Bye!